thesis of the company is really focus on things that bigger search engines, in particular Google, can't do very easily, not for necessarily technical reasons, but for legal, business, cultural reasons. And I actually started out not with privacy. I started out with spam, getting rid of spam and content farms, and doing more instant answers. And after we launched, we got immediate, it was just me. I got immediate feedback asking about privacy. I honestly just haven't thought about it. I have a grad degree in technology and policy, so I'm skilled about thinking about these issues, but I hadn't thought about search privacy in particular. So I went and researched it and realized a couple things. One, it's by far the most personal data on the internet, simply because you don't actually think about what you're typing into search engines. You just go to them with your problems when you have problems. So you type in your health, financial information, all your dirty secrets right into your search engine. Secondly, that information was getting handed over to governments and marketers more often. And thirdly, it doesn't have to be that way. Like we talked about, you don't need to track people to make money in search. So my thought was, it's just a better user experience to not track people because it's not necessary. And it solves a personal problem of mine, not having to hand over data to governments, which is just in my nonconformist view I don't like. Then later on, once it became more of a business, back to the thesis of the company, all these things kind of fit with that. So privacy, Google is by its very nature an advertising company. They kind of have to track you to exist because they run a lot of ad networks that aren't search related. They run AdSense and AdMob and DoubleClick, and they need to track you across the whole internet, whereas we just focus on web search. And so the other ones, content farms, has become less of an issue now, but in 2007 they were a huge one. And it was thought that Google couldn't really deal with them very easily because they made them a lot of money. And then the third one, instant answers, which is another huge focus of DuckDuckGo now, is we've taken an open approach as opposed to Google's closed approach to answers. So Google has bought data and bought companies and made things like Google Places and Google products. Whereas our approach is to say, let's go out and partner with the best sites. So like Yelp for local and Amazon for products. And there is 1,000 other ones that you haven't heard of in these little categories, and say, you guys are the best at these answers. Let us be the engine that routes people to your best answer sites. And that's what we're trying to do. And that's different than Google because Google won't work with all these little 1,000 sites for a variety of business reasons, but we will.